Hello and welcome to Rupee Rakshak's weekly market updates. I have with me our experts Mohan and Sumant to break down the top news that can impact your finances and investments. So let's start with how stock markets moved this week. Sumant, could you just run us through the charts?
Sure, Vijesh. So let me share my screen with you. This week, how has market performed? So if we look at the Nifty performance, this week Nifty is down by 2.5% negative. Bank Nifty is down by 1.13%, which is the least. So the Bank Nifty has outperformed the other major indices. Mid cap is I think beaten down quite a lot. It's almost 5.56% down this week. And small cap is also 6% down this week. So yes, I mean not as much as Nifty, Bank Nifty, but mid cap and small cap has been really punished this week. And it has been, of course, happening from last 4-5 months, and as far as we can see the data, I think this is the longest 5 months of fall that we have observed since inception of Nifty, since I think 1997. The market has fallen more than this, but that was in a quick succession. But this time the pain has been slow and very long standing. So I think that is probably bothering a lot of people. But I think we are slowly getting to a level where I think people should start thinking about pulling all their guns and start planning their investments in a staggered manner. Not, of course, the people should not jump in and put all their investment into the market, which is risky always. So I would recommend that they can start buying the market.
So do you see that it is bottomed out markets?
So if we look at the levels, from last 3 weeks I have been talking about the level 22,000. So there was a reason for me to say that. So now that we are just 200 points away from 22,000 level. So if you look at the daily chart in Nifty, so we are almost close to election day's low. Which was almost around 21,500 level. So that is one major factor. And if we look at the last major swing lows and the all-time high. So if we look at the volume profile, or what we call market profile, those who are into technical analysis probably they'll know a little bit about it. So if we draw the lines between these two levels, it is exactly, if you see, the point of control is at 22,000 level. So that means on a daily level, that was the 22,000 was the price which was traded maximum since since October 23. And that the post-election rally was not probably that euphoria. I think it was mostly driven by the retail, and that value was probably not justified. And we know FIIs are going out. I mean, they're pulling money out of Indian market. So they feel that the Indian market is too expensive for them. And that is the only major reasons we see market is falling, and there is no other major events that can trigger this sell-off. Of course, the tariff is of course playing its role. So looks like it has a serious impact not only in Indian market but across the globe. If you see today itself, all over Asia, there is a brutal sell-off today. So if you see, the 22,000 is a value area, and there is a gap of 400 to 500 points until election day's low. So a lot of demand was there, because if you remember, there was a huge sell-off with an anticipation when the results were about to declared, and when the NDA government was kind of not achieving the targeted minimum numbers, there was a panic, and market was selling off on that day. But as the numbers went up and people got confidence about NDA winning, so there was a huge buyback and huge supply came in at that level. So the difference of that 400-500 points, so which is the between 22,000 and 21,600 or 21,500, let's say, because 21,500 is a psychological number. So I feel that will be the zone when you can see more. You can see more and more buying happening, and probably that will be the best time to start buying the market. Anyway, we were almost close to 20% from that all-time high. So I think at any point of time, if you get that kind of a correction in a bull market, I mean there is no reason to stay away from market. And people who are actually continuing systematic investment even during this period, they will be really beneficial once probably market is back to its all-time high. Who knows, by Diwali? So that is my my fingers is crossed.
And if you have more money, you should actually invest. If you don't have money, it's still okay. Don't look at your reports, but don't fall into the trap of agenda-driven media podcasts and big people coming and telling. And don't go by anybody's stature.
Yes. So avoid speculations, don't pull out your money, and keep invested. That's the suggestion from us. Mohan, during this so uncertain times, so much volatility, so much news we see, what is right, what is wrong, we have no idea. Like investors, some new beginners, they have no idea what is happening and what should they do about it. So what your advice to them? What can they do about this?
This is a very generalized information, but imagine if I have some 1 crore, 1.5 crores mutual fund portfolio and it is down by 20-30 lakhs. I have that itching to just to stop that. What if it falls another 20 lakhs negative to me? And whether my, when you look at the number itself, it's very daunting. When you see 30 lakhs loss.
Yeah.
Or 5 lakhs lost or 10 lakhs lost. It's almost my 1 years of earning, and I cannot control my psyche. It's very difficult to have that emotional, balance when you are losing continuously month after month after month. Now it is 6th month straight. And when I have a specific question, whom to ask? So what we have done, we have our sister concern on financial education, that is FinGyan Academy Private Limited. That's an initiative to educate whole of India at different levels, people, be it novices or the expert, the seasoned experts. For all of them, we have created this platform called 3Q communities. So in this 3Q communities, we have created separate discussion forums. And here we have created exclusive forum for traders. So there's something called Traders Forum. And there will be regular updates on what opportunities are there in the market. One is the opportunity is different. Second is how to trade is a different thing. So trading is a skill, and those who are interested in trading or already they are losing money, that means they don't have the good trading skills. If you are a trader and if you are losing money month on month, then you should revisit the decision of trading or not trading. Or you should learn skills where you can start making profits. You can lose one day, 1 week, but you can't lose continuously every month and every week. Then something is wrong. So for that, we have created Traders Forum, and that is free of cost. Okay. So people can just like that subscribe and come into that forum and ask questions, and also understand how to kind of look at opportunities in the market and how to develop the capabilities that are required for trading. And Traders Forum is available. Similarly, there is an Investors Forum. There's this exclusive discussion forum for small investors, the people who have earning 30,000, 40,000 per month, or they have some 1,000, 2,000 rupees to save month on month and build their assets for the future, be it for kids' education, be it for their own retirement fund. So for them, it is important to have that conviction to continue their investments. Like Sumant sir was saying, that people are, especially when now markets are falling, that is when they're stopping their SIP. It should not be done. So that requires education, that SIP should not be stopped at all. Whether market go up or go down, you have to stay invested. So that requires a tremendous amount of confidence and conviction, and that is what we try and build it in this forums with investment knowledge on various asset classes. When should you invest? Whether people have a stock portfolio, I have seen on an average, any investor in stock market, if you look at the number of instruments they hold in their stock portfolio, it is minimum 50-60 stocks they are holding for 3-4 lakh rupees, 5 lakh rupees. So that itself shows that they are not at all educated enough to actually know where to invest. You can't have 50 stocks, 100 stocks in your demat account, and it is simply lying, hoping that something will come up. That is not the way to invest in stocks, and people have never invested in bonds. That's a wonderful way to invest. So there are various asset classes. So we will educate people every day with very interesting, infographics, messages, polls, where they can participate and learn investing. And similarly, we also have for high net worth individuals, there is a forum called HNI forum. And that is a paid forum with a nominal payment of 49 rupees charged for 90 days of access, where you get to question and answer, where you get to seek answer for all the queries that you have, whether it is individual holdings that you have, or you have a general concern about the market moves. So there it will be answered exactly to your question, and it is only meant for investors who have more than 30 lakhs, 50 lakhs, 1 crore kind of holdings in the market. So what I would suggest is, if you have substantial money, you should actually find a good advisor and hand over this work to him. At the same time, if you have interest and passion to learn, you should learn, and it takes number of years. Now, to learn about portfolio management, to learn how to protect your wealth, you have to get into this forum. That is the HNI forum that we have. So that is 49 rupees only, where if you have further questions, you can also get into one-on-one consultation on issue based. I want consultation only right now in terms of, should I hold this stock or I should not hold. I have an ESOPs, I have an RSU, I have substantial money. Now the US markets are also falling. Now, has it peaked out, particularly my RSU, my ESOP that is there, or should I exit or should I hold? So it's possible also to get into one-to-one discussion. There is a consultation options there. So you book the consultation slot with the expert and you get answers. Whether you follow the advice or not is different thing. But at least you get a perspective what to do, and from someone who has been in the market and seen all the ups and the downs in the market and been handling money for lots of investors. HNI Forum is the platform, the go-to platform for you to kind of have all your concerns sorted out, whether it is market, whether it is economy, whether it is investments or returns. So this is the place at 49 rupees. You can get to know the quality of the messaging, quality of the content if you are staying there for 2-3 months. And similar thing, NRIs, that non-resident Indians, that is a separate community altogether, and they have different challenges, be it taxation, be it investment, be it regulations. So for them, we have created another forum, which is NRI forum. So ideally, everybody, whoever is an Indian diaspora anywhere in any part of the world, should join this NRI forum for them to keep asking questions as to what they should do with their surplus money, whether they should invest, where they have already invested, whether it is doing well. It's more an education initiative in terms of enabling people to take right decisions, and so that their hard-earned money is protected and grown over a period of time, and they also learn how to do that. And we have this data from the External Affairs Ministry, which says the total number of people, NRIs, in the world are close to 1,34,59,195. 1.34 crore people are in outside India, the Indian diaspora. NRIs I'm talking about, and keeping aside the persons of Indian origin, PIOs, and the OCIs, the overseas citizens of India. Only NRIs, if I talk about, it's 1.34 crore people, and out of which close to 12,80,000 people are there only in US. Talking about the people who have gone there for work. And they are also helping the balance of payment, because they are bringing lot of dollar money back to India, and their money has to be invested properly. And if they have to understand how to invest, how to manage their taxation, how to manage the regulations, in fact, with all these things, their financials are at highest risk, because they have this, the currency changes hits them, the regulatory changes hits them. Their investment patterns also are very difficult. So for such people, NRIs, exclusively we have this NRI forum. So again, it's 49 rupees only for 90 days of access, where they get a lot of interesting information. So this is something that we have started to help people, educate them at the lowest cost possible, and also to be able to add value to their life in terms of bringing that peace. It's the end of the day, how much ever money you have is of no use if you can't sleep well.
Yeah.
And the wealth should give you peace, and wealth should not disturb your sleep.
This seems like a wonderful initiative, Mohan. So if you are interested, and I feel that everyone should check out this community and register for the relevant forum that suits you. You spoke about these forums. Apart from these forums, what else is there in this community, the 3Q community that you have created? What else is there?
Thanks, Bijesh, for asking this. And this is 3Q, we call it, because just like we know intelligence quotient,
Yeah.
IQ.
EQ.
So just like IQ, we have also created something like money quotient for money knowledge. For knowledge about finance, it's very, very important in life. We know that how important is money in life. So it is important to have right kind of knowledge to be able to manage your money, to be able to grow your assets, so that you can live a comfortable, financially peaceful life. This is a new concept that is being introduced called money quotient. So if you are wealthy, it is important that you should have a high level of money quotient to protect your wealth. And if you are not already wealthy, and if you aspire to become wealthy, it is important that your money quotient level has to go up. And creating wealth is not by chance, we all know. It is a careful planning, and with lot of efforts. Even with all these things, people still not achieve wealth. So what we try to say is money quotient is the key. So in this 3Q community, one is this money quotient, then the next is health quotient, we call it HQ, and then the third is the spiritual quotient, that is knowing your own self, knowing about how I behave in a specific way, in a specific situation, and what is the nature of my self, that is my swabhava, we call in Sanskrit, Kannada swabhava, that is my nature. These 3 Qs are very, very important. That's why we call it as 3Q community. Now, money quotient, when it comes to, we focus on improving the money quotient, the MQ levels. Now, there is a test. There's a test called MQ test. So on mqedu.in, if you open the website, there's an exclusive page for MQ test. So you can click on the MQ test. There are 5 questions that are there in those test, and you answer these 5 questions, and you get to know what is the result, whether your MQ level is low, whether it is medium, whether it is excellent, whether it is very low, depending on what you have been doing in your life in terms of your income, in terms of your how much you are saving month on month, what has been your financial assets that you have built so far, and at what rate it is growing, and what about your non-financial assets like properties, real estate investments, whether it is growing well. So depending on what stage of life you are in, whether you are a 60-year-old person or a 30-year-old person, that the metrics will change, and it will give you a clear idea of where you have scored, where you have not scored. Right. Now, wherever you have not scored, let's say I am scoring very well in terms of my financial assets, but when it comes to my property assets, I am getting very low returns, and that's why I have not got the good score in the money quotient metrics. Now, there I need to work on that property area. So, based on these findings that you get to know about your own quotient, that is money quotient, there are courses. If I have to quickly tell you the kind of there are free courses, there are the content created on must have money skills. So we have enumerated, there are 3 skills that every individual, if he has to improve his MQ level, he should have that. The first is the numerical skills. You should know how to do your returns calculation. So numerical skills is one skill. Then there is budgeting skills, all about financial planning, which stage of life you are in, whether you are doing required amount of earnings and savings, and you are growing those savings or not, and what will happen if you don't do this. So that is detailed in budgeting skills course, and all this is free. These are all free courses that are available. Also on investing skills. So if you have a certain amount of money, where should you invest? Depending on long term or short term, whether you want to invest in fixed returns or variable returns, what is the structural way of learning about investing in different asset classes. So all these things are covered in investing skills, and then there are exclusive webinars. And there are webinars targeted to the small investors where how to, there is a weekly kind of a webinar on how to improve your MQ level and get wealthier. And in fact, this is happening this next March, the 4th March, Tuesday, 8 to 10 p.m. This is an online webinar, and it costs only 49 rupees. So you come into this to understand how to do this, how you will take a test on your MQ level and also see how to improve those levels. And if you have to improve, what you need to do to improve your MQ level. So improving money quotient is nothing but actually working towards improving your wealth, trying to become wealthier. In fact, there's another very interesting webinar, particularly for the NRIs, also for high net worth individuals. For high net worth individuals, in fact, we have IT note navigating tax rules and IT notices and wealth succession. These are the big questions for people. How do you transfer your wealth to the next generation? So it's important to plan the succession, important to keep your spouse aware of what is happening and where you have kept, and also legally, even if they are aware, and if they have to transfer it when I am not there, if my property has to get transferred, there is tremendous amount of legal hurdles. In between, there are people, you are giving opportunity for people to take advantage and cheat your own people, and your hard-earned money may not go to your own people. So that wealth succession planning, and also the how to handle the notices, tax notices, the complicated stuff, especially for large investors. It is a difficult thing because there are capital gains, there is income from your employee benefits. A lot of complications are there, particularly if you are getting ESOPs from the multinational companies. So for such people, we have this webinar on HNI. For HNIs exclusively, the top experts in the field of accounting, taxation, international taxation, regulations. So the top experts are coming in and they will be addressing these questions. And again, it is at 99 rupees only. And this is happening on 6th March, Thursday, 8:30 to 10:30 p.m. So you can register to this webinar. Also, you can post questions in the forum in advance, so that these questions will be taken up by the experts and they will give answers live in the webinar. And also in future, if there are some more issues that has to get personal attention and customized solution, you can also book one-on-one consultation with the same tax experts and finally get rid of all your issues. Whatever is taking a lot of your time and attention outside your regular work hours, so where it is also a matter of concern for you in terms of not getting cleared, and if you have already done a lot of mistakes in terms of tax filing, so that all these things can be corrected with the help of the experts. So there's a lot to explore. I'm not talked about on the health quotient, also not talked about on the spiritual quotient. So people who are interested, they should explore a lot more in the 3Q community. So all these things have been planned under this FinGyan Academy platform, that is the 3Q communities.
So I feel everyone should check out this community and register for the relevant forum. That's it for this week. We'll be back next week. Till then, happy investing. Thank you.